was that I wanted to leave, but it was like, I never said that, you know what I'm saying? I never came out of my mouth and said that. I never had a conversation with anybody that saying
it was
that.
just a tweet.
And it was just like,
it's just a tweet that said, come and rescue me.
To make yourself feel better, because I make you feel so low about yourself. Because I don't make you feel like you're that in this home. So that's what you gotta do. So you out here trying to hurt my feelings because you can I don't give a fuck.
Well, it appears Offset is on a downward spiral, and this time, he might have actually gone way over the edge. Word is, Stefon Diggs just put him on blast for tossing out some straight-up chilling threats. And let me tell you, it's definitely not looking good for Stefon. According to the streets, Offset is pinning everything that happened with Cardi on him, and now folks are whispering about some alleged for hire scheme in the mix. Y'all see, Offset has been teetering on the brink ever since Cardi went public with Stefon, and it doesn't sound like his threats are just empty words either. He supposedly told Cardi he'd take both her and himself out if she didn't come back to him. Now, it seems Stefon is the next target, and let's be real. He's not about to sit around waiting on a man who's unraveling by the second. So what's really going on here? And why does Offset seem dead set on coming for Stefon like this? Let's break it all down. All right, so apparently Stefon Diggs is genuinely scared for his life because of Offset. Honestly, who can blame him? When someone has nothing to lose, they're the most dangerous. Offset's been acting more and more unstable these past few months, and it doesn't look like anything is getting better anytime soon. For real, every single time we think he cannot possibly sink any lower, he up and does something that shocks everyone, manages to stoop to an even more extreme level. At this point, he might just end up drilling so deep, he finds oil or something, because he keeps on sinking lower and lower, and it's a pretty sorry sight to witness. But let's be real. If Offset is out here threatening to take Cardi out of this world, then it wouldn't be surprising if he turned on everyone else too. If that's not wild enough, Cardi supposedly claimed he was straight up livid with her for talking to his new girl and telling her all about the shady stuff Offset's been pulling.
This guy, right, is upset because I sent his girlfriend text messages of him begging me, saying he was gonna take away his life, begging me, saying he's gonna take away my life, all that shit. He was mad. He's mad about that. Mind you, this man sent text messages to somebody that I was dealing with me, of me and him having sex. That's the type of shit I've been dealing with for the past 2 months. Every time he knows that I go out of town, he harasses me. He leave me voice notes, trying to put my self-esteem to the ground. And I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of him and his girlfriend playing games on my phone, leaving explicit voice notes on my voicemails on my phone.
Cardi is both the mother of Offset's children and the one holding down his finances. So when she cut him off completely, he started pointing fingers. And guess who he blames? Stefon. Nobody's really sure how Offset connected these dots in his head, but he's convinced that Stefon is the reason Cardi won't give him another chance. But hey, this is Offset we're dealing with, so you already know he's gonna act up. And while Stefon might give off a tough guy vibe, he's not really about that life. Plus, he's an NFL player, and we all know how easy it is for a single injury to tank your entire career. He's certainly not about to risk that, not even for Cardi. That's why word on the street is that he dropped her the minute Offset started making threats. So what exactly did Offset say to him? Well, the talk in the streets is that Offset supposedly had his crew tracking Stefon for a couple of weeks. During that same stretch, Offset was also duking it out on social media with Cardi's fans, dropping shade at Stefon, calling him names like gay, and just being straight up mean. But when that didn't seem to rattle Stefon, Offset supposedly kicked it up a notch and started hitting him with threats. That's where Stefon tapped out real fast, and for a hot minute, it seemed like he'd stay by Cardi's side and try to make their thing work. But that plan went out the window once the drama exploded, and rumor has it that he officially broke things off with her and wants absolutely zero part of this mess with Offset. Getting dumped like that might explain why Cardi finally decided to break her months-long silence and speak up about her situation with Offset on Twitter Spaces. It turns out, those threats weren't the only thing Offset was sending Stefon. Y'all know how messy Offset can be. Cardi said Offset was also firing off some seriously explicit videos of her and him doing the deed back when they were married, trying to get in Stefon's head, basically. But here's the kicker. Cardi also said Offset had the nerve to bring his new girl to her place. Just to paint the picture, this dude is sending texts to some guy Cardi is talking to, featuring intimate footage of him and Cardi, all while strolling into her home with his new boo. Cardi put it like this: "Mind you, this man texted somebody I was dealing with videos of me and him. That's what I've been dealing with for 2 months. Every time he knows I'm heading out of town, he blows me up, leaves voice notes tearing down my self-esteem, and I'm beyond fed up. I'm sick of him and his girlfriend playing games on my phone and leaving graphic voice notes." And, let's not forget, her Atlanta home was bought with her own money. But to make matters even wilder, Offset's new chick had zero shame when Cardi told her to quit posting pictures from inside Cardi's home. The new girl actually clapped back, getting all bold with Cardi. So you can see why Stefan was smart to bail when he did, because something tells me the chaos is just revving up. Cardi even said, "I hit this girl up like, yo, I better not find you in my house." And she responded with, "Why do you even care if I'm in the house? You haven't been there for 3 years." Girl, how you gonna tell me not to be mad about you being in my house when I'm the one who bought it? Are you okay? Then Cardi said, Offset had the nerve to FaceTime her with his new chick right there. It's a bona fide circus at this point, and the last thing Stefan wants is to be dragged any deeper into something that's spiraling faster and faster. If Offset really does follow through on these threats, things do not look good right now. It's going to be even more chaos for anyone caught in the crossfire. I'm not going to lie though, it's kind of a bummer that Stefan had to call off his fling with Cardi, since they seem to have at least some decent chemistry going on. We'll never know how serious it was. Maybe it was casual, maybe it was heading somewhere long term, but they were at least a cute little duo. Ironically, it was Offset who blew their cover in the first place when he forced them to go public before they were even remotely ready, probably hoping it would make them break up. He had DJ Academics drop the tea, and a source said, reports have surfaced stating Cardi B had extramarital relations with 30-year-old Stefon Diggs while pregnant. Offset supposedly found out by looking at her phone, discovering nude pics and texts showing she wanted to hook up with Diggs again. Then Offset leaked all that to DJ Academics. The Diggs brothers, Stefon and Trayvon, are known to date a bunch of Instagram models, and they both have multiple kids. So basically, folks were saying Cardi just latched onto another Offset. Now that last part was kind of harsh, but a lot of people actually see the similarity because Stefan and his brother have a pretty long track record of juggling different women at the same time. He's got a rep for being a big-time ladies' man, so some fans were surprised Cardi would get with him after leaving Offset for the same kind of nonsense. But like I said, we don't know how serious they really were, and it might have been nothing but a fling. Either way, once Offset spilled the beans, Cardi and Stefan got a little more comfortable with people knowing they were an item. Cardi even admitted Offset had jumped into Stefan's DMs, slinging dirt about her and trying to make her look bad. She responded publicly when Offset tweeted that she was single and miserable. Cardi said, "Single and miserable? No, you're just mad I'm outside, and you thought nobody would want me because, according to you, I'm in my 30s with 3 kids, so I must be miserable. I don't bother any of you girls. You messed up, but every man I talk to, you slide into their DMs talking trash about me. Let's not." Offset probably assumed that talking mess about Cardi would make Stefan drop her. But when Stefan didn't do it right away, Offset got heated and started calling Stefan gay. Now, Offset might be acting like a petty, heartbroken teen, but let's not pretend these rumors about Stefan came out of nowhere. People have been whispering for a while that Stefan might secretly be into men. What really cranked things up is this wild story that popped off recently. A man named Chris Blake Griffith came forward with allegations about Stefan spiking his drink and attempting to assault him. So while Offset was definitely being messy, he was tapping into some chatter that was already out there. He was straight up hoping it would rattle Cardi and Stefan, but it didn't really go how he planned. So that's when Stefan decided to troll Offset by posting a pic of him and Cardi at dinner, saying, "I'm so proud of myself. Who would have guessed I'd be having dinner with Cardi B?" He absolutely knew what he was doing with that post and that caption, and it definitely lit a fuse under Offset, because he lashed out, writing, "I smell some BS, fanboy." He also dropped a shrimp emoji, and you can probably guess what that was supposed to imply. On top of that, he posted, "My new chick had you last week, by the way, but you've been cheating since 2019 with Tommy and Sammy, and I ain't say nothing when you messed with Brat." He also left a shady comment under one of Cardi's posts, where she shared some fly pictures saying, "My new beach looking like a trophy walking." For some unknown reason, Offset decided to respond with a trash can emoji. Basically, the man's on a full-blown rampage, burning hours of his day just looking reckless, and it's not doing him any favors. However, all of this drama stirred up a fresh wave of hate towards Stefon and Cardi. Some folks started claiming Stefon was just using Cardi as a cover so nobody would figure out he's living on the down low. Like I mentioned earlier, those rumors about Stefon had been flying around, and the man Chris Blake took it a step further, saying Stefon tried to assault him after drugging his drink. So yeah, Offset figured if he just kept poking at that angle, he could turn public opinion against Stefon and maybe drag Cardi down too. One tweet read, "Stefon Diggs drugged and tried to assault his male stylist. The guy said no, so Stefon sent 2 men after him. That's who Cardi chose. Offset may be trash, but that's another level." Another person said, "Everything's just publicity. Stefan was basically outed last week and now he's Cardi's new man? This smells like marketing." Sure, Offset's trash, but that's suspect. It really does seem like Offset is going above and beyond to throw shade and sabotage any peace between Stefan and Cardi. Stefan mostly ignored him for a while, but it looks like these threats finally pushed him too far. At this point, he's got his well-being, his career, and his name to protect, so he's not risking it, not even for Cardi. Offset, though, is looking desperate, and who knows what he might try next. In the end, Stefan made the wise call by walking away before this mess got any uglier. Anyway, what do y'all think of Stefan dropping Cardi? Do you think he made the right move, or should he have stuck around to fight for whatever they had going on? Sound off in the comments, and then be sure to check out the next video.